We'll do it live. We'll do it live. All right, guys. We're going live. We'll do it live. What's up, Grass Daddy? In the house, Grass Daddy. All right, yeah. I just figured I'd go live here, man. You know, everybody seems to be going live. I've done it a couple times on my other channel, and it's pretty cool, man. I really like it. Yeah, yesterday was our first day out. Me and Juan were out hitting the streets. What's up, Premiere? Woohoo! Yeah, so, yeah, it was our first day out. Hey, what's up, Superior? My man. How you doing, guys? We had some pretty nice weather yesterday, and today is an absolute disaster. So, yeah, so I thought I'd kind of show you what's going on here a little bit. You know, all the stuff that we got. I mean, I can kind of show you the disaster here of a workshop in disarray here. Oh, and I got something from Bobcat. Bobcat, my man Ron, the marketing guy there for Bobcat. He hit me up last week. It's like, I want to send you something. So I opened the box, and I kind of saw it was on top, but I don't know what else is in there. But yeah, we got the Liberty Z going down here. It's ready to go. Got a couple new items. I'm excited to use these California trimmer hover mowers, man. I think I got a couple new accounts. Actually, a lot more than I kind of wanted. I actually might end up dropping a couple. I'm not really sure. I kind of got to get my act together here, though, because April 15th is kind of where I want to start, you know, start this whole 2017 season here. We got the HS56. I got Milwaukee's new hedge trimmer. I really, really like it. And obviously, I got their blower. You guys saw the video on that. Their string trimmer, oh, let me tell you, absolutely amazing. I said, I don't know what video it was on there. It's probably on my other channel, but I'm telling you, outdoor power equipment wise, it's probably one of the best outdoor power equipment trimmers, blowers, hedge trimmers I've ever used in that 18-volt platform. It is freaking awesome. I'm sorry, guys. If I don't, as soon as your questions come up, your comments, I mean, you literally got 2 seconds and they disappear. So once someone else comments, I'll be able to read that. I know I missed one, I think by Superior. But, yeah, so yesterday we used the 22 and the Toro Time Master here. I did something pretty cool. You're going to see it in the video. It's kind of half-ass right now. But check that out. I plasti dipped the Turf Masters wheels, man. Yeah. I went crazy and I said, you know what? I'm trying to clean this floor up there. Yeah, get out of the way. Yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah, so I plasti dipped 2 wheels of the Turf Master. I was just messing around. I love this plasti dip. Man, I love it. I was thinking about spraying anything I could put my hands on. I wanted to spray with this stuff. I freaking think it's great. I wanted to spray my wife with it. You know what I'm saying? Spray her down. Man, you need to do some. Oh yeah, I'm gonna. You know, with all the stuff I kind of got coming in here, I put a down payment on a storage, you know, garage there, a storage unit, so to speak. So hopefully, I'll be able to get. In my shed, I got 2 snow blowers in there. I mean, I used this thing once this year. Worked great, by the way. But yeah, I just got no room. I got my Raptor in there, and you know the Christmas crap. And this thing is just overloaded with tools. I got this freaking thing. He wanted this goddamn bike. This kid. He used it freaking a total of 5 minutes. You know what? I rode it more than him. I actually ride on this thing. Thing's pretty cool. It goes pretty quick. It's one of those Razor motorcycles. Begging me for months to get him a goddamn thing. He rode it freaking 5 minutes. Yeah, so that's about it, guys. Yeah, so we did that. I plastic dipped the wheels. I'm so crammed in here. I really, whoa, Jesus Christ. My favorite guitar player, the real Miller Man. Oh, now we're talking, the Miller Man. All right, my favorite band is The Clash. All right. So, but obviously Mick Jones is their lead guitarist. You know, they're a punk rock band. He's a genius of songwriting, but I wouldn't actually say, and he has some great guitar riffs there in the day. But my favorite guitar player, oh man, there's a lot of them, man. I like the Cars. I'm a big fan of the Cars, but I'm not gonna say my man there. You know, I hate to say it. You know, guitar player wise, I mean Slash from Guns N' Roses, but my favorite guitarist in that band is Izzy Stradlin. I love Izzy. I'm a big Guns N' Roses fan too. Mafusa. I'm not a big Eddie Van Halen guy. I mean, to me, every guitar solo, it's too crazy there. I'm more into a big power chord, you know, than some of this fancy. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, I had a couple of people. No, this is great stuff to add to your my man Carl B. Gideon and Gambino Diaz lawn care service. He had some issues with his right stander, and yeah, Izzy was the found. Oh, Rich Kotzen, I know my man from Poison. Richie Kotzen, very underrated guitar player. That album, Native Tongue, was probably the best album Poison ever did. But obviously, it wasn't really too many hits on it. And then Richie was sleeping with Ricky Rocket's wife, and they kicked him out of the band. They actually threw him out while they were on tour in the middle of the highway. They threw him right off the goddamn bus. Richie Kotzen. Right? They found out on the bus, the tour bus. Brett Michaels said, "Get the hell out of there." C.C. DeVille, he was probably smoking something. Right? The real Miller Man. Is that because you're a Steve Miller fan? Fall River, man. What's up, dog? Yeah, I love your live stuff there, Kevin. Great stuff. And that challenge was a great idea. Everybody got a big kick out of it. It was pretty awesome. But yeah, Carl B. Gideon and Gambino Diaz lawn care. He had some problems with his right. Don't be afraid to add some of this, because I told him, he kind of sent me a video on what the problem was. And, you know, I told him it sounded like it was, you know, kind of not getting the proper, you know, it looked like his fuel injectors might have been clogged up there. The way it sounded, it was kind of breathing heavy there. Hey, Paul. I have one. Love it so far. Hey, no, Paul. I got rid of the Bobcat. You know, if you remember the video, I don't know what the hell video it was. But yeah, don't be afraid to put this STP stuff in. Obviously, this treats 21 gallons. Don't go nuts. But, yeah, Carl B. Gideon had an issue. I'm like, dude, what's going on? I tried to tell him to take his, you know, take the fuel, the bulb off the whole compartment there. He didn't really know how to do that. He didn't know what was going on. So I said, add a little STP. And there's a couple other brands. My man, New Jersey Customs, was telling me. No, I love the Bobcat, bro. I mean, the deal with the Bobcat, now, I loved it. And I'll tell you to this day, that is the best commercial. Well, it's not a commercial. It's the best mower, best built mower for the price out there. I mean, I love this Liberty Z, but, you know, construction wise, that Bobcat, I'm telling you, for the price that they go for, I got a little bit better deal on it from Bobcat. They kind of hooked me up there to kind of do videos for the mower and stuff. So, but to this day, and now they have the 48-inch that I think is $39.99. They have the 21.5 horsepower um, Bobcat, Kawasaki engine on it. They had an 18.5, so they got the same engine as the 52 now. So for 30, and you can haggle your dealer. Patrick Wheatley, what's up, man? I know you, man. You got the Cub Cadet. Yeah, so you know, as you see, the big storage issue here. There's a big storage problem. Like I said, I finally put the little deposit down. Hopefully, May 1st. I might maybe a little bit earlier. I got to see. I can start loading some of this stuff in there. But yeah. So I didn't really have a lot of room, and to be honest with you, my like I said, my goal was. Now I'm kind of having that issue with this, man. I don't know. You know, as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I got a couple new accounts this year, and I'm kind of going into the smaller lawns, but in the richer areas. Like these are postage stamps that the price that you can charge. This New Jersey's kind of richy towns here. So I kind of got into I'm kind of taking, and these are postage stamps, and I can't even bring a zero turn on them. I actually did a quote today, and I can't even use this Time Master. I got to use this. It's on like a slope. It's overlooking a lake. You're gonna see a video this season on this property. I mean, the view is absolutely amazing. But, even a couple of the lawns that I do, I'm kind of getting at. I mean, I have properties that are an acre, but, even last year with the Raptor, I was using the Raptor so much because of the bagging system. And, I have gates that the 42 can get in. This one can't. And that was an issue with the Bobcat also. My goal, let me get back to that story. I'm kind of going in 100 places here. But the Bobcat, my goal was to get another Bobcat this year. It was just to put it up. I didn't really think I would sell this thing. This thing sold in literally 2 days. I had it up on Craigslist, and someone wanted to see it. He's like, I got cash with me, and bloop, it was done that quick. But my goal was to, hey, man, let's put it up for sale. I don't have really any storage for this goddamn thing. But I ended up getting another mower anyway, so that kind of defeats that point. But how did the snapper do? This snapper kicked butt. I freaking loved it. Yeah, like I was saying in the beginning, I got the Cub in the shed. This is one I got here. It did awesome. We didn't have any snow though, man. Yeah, this is my full-time gig, the Miller man. This is what I'm doing. So, yeah, so the Raptor and the other blowers in the shed, but I got to get some of this stuff out of here because the kids' stuff, and now there's stuff all over the goddamn place. Now that I've taken, the wife is screaming and yelling. She looks in here, she starts yelling at me. Who needs that? Pain in the ass, these women, man. But yeah, so my goal was to go get a 48. The 48, the 52 thing. And even when I got this, I asked for the 48. They didn't have a 48, so I had to get a 52. But my goal was to go from a 52 to a 48. And hey, if I sell it, I'll be able to get the, if I lose a couple. But I got such a good price on the Bobcat too. I mean, it wasn't like I was looking to get rid of it because I didn't like it. I put it up for a price. And if I didn't sell it, I didn't care. But I got exactly what I was asking. So in my mind, all right, hey, shit, I'll buy a brand new one. And a lot of people with these mowers, I mean, I don't know if Fall River's still watching, but when you have a company, man, these write-offs are freaking huge, man. I think I had $12,000 in write-offs just with my mowers. Because I had this one, I had the Bobcat, and I had the Hustler. But the Hustler I didn't have a receipt for, because you know the story with the Raptor. Some guy bought it, got it hooked up, to the top of the line, got the armrests, got the bagging system, got this, got the refrigerator, got the microwave on it. But he got it, all the goodies on it, and he rode it for like 2 or 3 months and said, I ain't freaking mowing my lawn. It's too hot. I ain't mowing the lawn. So he wanted to get rid of it. Scag is awesome. You know what, bro? They're really not. This was cheaper. I got this, man. Now, I don't really know what they retail for, because now you have the option, which is great with these Liberty Z's. You can get a Cowie on it, but I want to say you can get a 48 Scag. I think around $42.99. I paid under 4 for this, and that's a 48. This is a 52. The 52 is, I mean, I saved like 5 to $600 on this. That was the only reason I got it. Um, Said he wanted to own an X Mark. Yeah, I mean, comfort wise, this is really the bomb. You know what though? I was talking to my other buddy. You know, I got this obviously in like November, pretty much the end of the season. It's got 9 hours on it from last, November, the last couple weeks. But they came out with that Hustler SDX. And that's the thing with the Bobcat, Paul. You have it. My dealer wanted $42 for that. Oh, the Scag. Yeah, the one thing I didn't like, I'll probably eventually finish the story for you on that. But I didn't like being up that high. You're up really high. I'm kind of used to being lower down. This Scag has a great center of gravity. 4,200 for the. Yeah, you know what? That's a fair price. This guy where I bought this, he wanted to get rid of this thing in the worst way. When I first called, he gave me the whole spiel. Yeah, $42.99. I'm like, oh, okay, all right. I'll talk to you later. Oh wait, are you interested? I'm like, yeah. I got a 2016. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the year, man, anyone who buys a mower now until like August, you're crazy. Sometimes you have to, but yeah. So I'm like, oh yeah, I'll talk to you. Thanks, man. Thanks for the info. Oh, you're interested? I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of thinking maybe I'm looking for a 48 Liberty. He's like, oh, I got a 52. I'll give you a good deal. I'm like, oh yeah, what kind of deal we talking? And I can give to you, 200 off. So it was like 4,100. I'm like, I'm kind of looking, to spend under 4. All right, I'll talk to you later. Thanks, buddy. Well, all right. Well, how about yeah, I can do it for. Let me talk to the boss and hold on a second. And then he came back and he got. I'll give it to you for 39, 42, 68. I mean, it was weird. He came back with this weird number. So anyway, yeah. So I paid under 4 for it, 39 and change. And I sold the Bobcat for like that. So it was pretty much, pretty crazy there. It might have been a couple. I think I got like 3,700 for it. So this cost me like $200. But the write-offs are freaking awesome, man, for this. So that's why I kind of do the mowers. But I really, hey, what's up, Dow? My man, Gentry's in the house. But yeah. So the deal with the Bobcat was, like I said, I wanted to go down to a 48. It was, my whole thing is I was never going to pay the $4,500 for this Scag. And like you said, Paul, you don't really get a lot for your money. I mean, there's no armrests. With the Bobcat, you're getting the armrest. It's just not a real complete mower for the 4,500. So there was no reason, but I loved it. If you always heard me, I did a couple of. I went down to my dealer at GIE. I was like, yeah, Paul, I don't like being up that high. And you know what? I didn't like too. It really tore the grass up. Not real. I mean, obviously, you do your 3/4 turns, you're good. But even sometimes if you're like going along a fence and you got kind of a sharp turn, I mean, that Bobcat would rip the grass up. I don't know what it is. And the steering. And that, I mean, I have the cheapest Hustler there is, the Raptor, and you guys have watched me. I've been running them for like 5 years now. I love them. To a degree, I love them. When they had the Cowie, but now there's so many. When I first started doing those videos, man, that was the only one in the game. That was the Hustler Raptor with the Cowie and the Fab Deck under $3,000. Now there's like 10 companies that you can get a Fab Deck, a great engine, the Arians, for example. I mean, I did a video with the GIE, and I mean, that thing's got like 7,000 views. I get comments on that thing all the time. And it's because it's $29.99. You got an open deck design. You got a Kawasaki. You got everything, that beautiful seat with armrest, hour meter. You know, the major thing is with these mowers is, this, and that's the thing with Bobcat too. From this area to this area, the CRZ is the fast cat. You know what I'm saying? It's the hydros that kind of, and it's just a lot of the decks. Well, obviously the decks start changing when you get up in price. You don't get the Advantage deck until I know they have, what is it? It's the Lansing. Yeah, man, I need those write-offs, bro. I'm not gonna have. I if I can sell a mower and use it for the entire season, get the tax write-off, and sell it and pay $200 or $100 less than what I bought it, I'm going for it. So yeah, so back to the. Let me finish that story. I'm at 21 minutes. Wow. Yeah. So my goal was to get the 48 inch, and then, like I said, we did the whole thing, and he's like, yeah, 39.40. So I'm like, damn. So like I said, right there, I ended up paying $240. I used the Bobcat the whole season, put like 88 hours on it, and got the tax write-off, and bam, I got a new mower here. But yeah, Paul, the only thing I didn't, I was talking about the Raptor there. That's the cheapest Raptor, but let me tell you that the steering on the Raptor, I was kind of used to that for a while, and it wasn't bad, but it's not like the Hustler. So there was a couple things, you're up a little high, kind of toward the grass, because it's such a heavy mower. I don't like heavy mowers. I like light mowers that are compact, and it was so damn big. I mean, you saw the comparisons on the deck. I mean, it was like double the size of the Raptor. This is more, Raptor size. But that deck, I mean, it's a great mower. The Bobcat is, like I said, once I started this video, your first question there, Paul. Great mower. I think you're getting the best bang for your buck. Yeah, I mean, that's the only thing Hustler is really known for, is that easy steering. That's the whole technology that the Hustler has, is that easy power steering. What engine am I, Raptor? On my Raptor, I have the 24 horsepower Kohler 7000 series. Now this isn't a smart choke one. You had this size of choke, this mower. So I like that, because I don't want if it had the smart choke, I probably wouldn't have gotten it. I wouldn't even have considered it, but I knew it wasn't a smart choke. So yeah, pretty much, the whole story with this, is I was going to go to the 48 Bobcat, and I called him like, yeah, if you guys, like I said, followed me, it's the best. I freaking love this mower. I just loved how fast. I mean, this thing's like a little go-kart. And the Bobcat was pretty fast, and this thing is faster than that. I'm used to the Raptor for a while here. I mean, I had a Freedom Z. Freedom Z was kind of what I was rolling with when I kind of started this whole thing, but it was a used one. But yeah, so the guy gave me a great deal, and that's what I'm doing here. And I'm probably gonna, to be honest with you, I don't know how long I'm gonna keep this one, because my whole point is, like I was telling you, is the 52 really doesn't make sense for me anymore. I really got to get smaller. I mean, I do have some properties that are acre, a little bit over an acre, a little bit under. So, but it's not. I really don't want to have two mowers. I really want to have one mower, one zero-turn mower. I never really thought about getting a bagging system. Yeah, you know what? That's a good one, Francino. That's kind of my goal, is to get a 48 zero turn and a 36-inch stander. People, I don't understand the whole having a 60-inch stander and a 52-inch stander. A lot of you guys have them. I mean, I'm just talking for me, because I think standers are made to kind of get into areas where, because if you're using a 52 or 60-inch mower, it's probably a big property, and I'd rather sit my ass down instead of standing. But I'm a lot older than a lot of you guys, so But you talk to the guys from Wright, and they, no, standing's better for you. It's actually less on the back. It's good for the legs, and you get better looking, and your hair starts growing back. So I prefer zero turn. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. People have them, and they obviously do well with them. But if I was ever to get a stander, and I'm definitely considering doing that, because I kind of want to get a 6x10 or a 6x12 enclosed trailer. So I don't want to really fit 2 0 turns in there. I want to, but since I got that whole thing, like doing cleanups this season with that bagging system, and man, I mean, it's not motor powered. It doesn't have any type of motor to it. It's just a high lift blade and it worked. So I couldn't believe it. And you guys who watch those Raptor videos, I could not believe how well that bagging system worked. But my goal is to get a nice 48, and maybe if a 42 would really do the job. But if I get a 42, I'm probably not going to get a stander. It doesn't really make a 6-inch difference. I just, you know what I'm saying? Well, sometimes an inch is really all that matters. But yeah, so you guys are going to see a video on the Plasti dipped. I only got 2 of them done. I got the back one done and the front one done. These are the mowers we used yesterday for a cleanup. Yeah. So, yeah. So we used these yesterday. Huge. We had to do 2 properties right next door to each other. We probably got 30% of it done. We're going to have to go back. I mean, it's a monster of a property, and it was so wet I couldn't bring my 0 turns up. Darren, what's up, buddy? What's going on, my man? Darren from Australia. See, that's what I was talking about. I talked about it on Toolballs there, because I did my first live video last week in like a Home Depot. I'm like, shit, I'm just gonna go live here, and it's amazing talking to people from Egypt. I had a guy from Israel. I had a guy from New Zealand. I had a guy from Germany. Canada. It's just amazing. Yeah, so that's about really it, man. Milwaukee. I got Milwaukee's whole outdoor power line. I might do a giveaway for this. This thing is pretty much brand new, man. This about to call it a day. All right, now. Yes, 6:16 a.m. in Sydney, Australia. It's a new power head, Toro power head here. I have the edger attachment on it, which I really don't use edgers too much. But this thing I don't really even use, man. So I'd like to have somebody get some use out of it. I've given some stuff away before on here. So, but yeah, so I got Milwaukee's new outdoor line. Right there, I got the 56. Great. The one thing that Lithium-ion does, I got their backpack blower, I kind of egos. And this blower, my God. I did a video on it yesterday if anyone was interested in watching it. But, my God, it is a freaking beast. I mean, in that video, those were wet leaves and, 530 CFM. This little BG50 down here, this is 418 CFM. And I believe the 56 here is, I had the same power head and also, yeah, it's not, I mean, I'm not going to lie to you guys, it's not that great. It's actually pretty bad. I mean, it works, it just really has no power. And it says it has like 28 cc's or 25 cc's. So, I don't know. I mean, I'd like to get into Steel's whole flexi thing, but, it doesn't really make sense. Have you done any shop vac reviews or compare? Oh, yeah, bro. Go check that out. I got the DeWalt. I got the Milwaukee. I got the rigid shop vacs. They're all on there. I did a Versus one. It's pretty good. But the one thing, yeah, so and I think this has like 430 CFM. But like I said, the big difference is, the Ego blows at 110 miles per hour, and this blows at like 165, 170. So even though the CFM is not, 430 versus 530, that's kind of the most important, but miles per hour does mean something too. Because that Milwaukee, you know, it's a dog. It really is. I hate to say it. And it's such a shame because that string trimmer is, it's not a shame. And let me tell you, if you're in the Milwaukee platform and you want looking at a lithium-ion blower, it's a good blower. It is. You have a lot of power. Just comparing it to the other ones, it's nothing any really don't. And you got to remember too, guys, it's an 18 volt. A lot of this power equipment now, this lithium-ion, it's like a commercial kind of, the new DeWalt 40 volt that they're saying is commercial. And, they got the new flex volt stuff coming out that's 60 volt. And this is the Ego. This is 56 volt. This is 18 volts, guys. So you kind of got to, but for grass clippings and stuff like this is 450 CFM. I'm not really, but it's 100 miles per hour. But the DeWalt is 90 miles per hour, 400 CFM. I don't know how they kind of do all this stuff. I mean, I didn't really see that much of a difference between this and the DeWalt, to be honest with you. The Makita definitely separates itself from these two, and then the Ego just blows them all away. The Makita is a real nice one too, and they dropped the price, but it's Makita. If you're into tools and stuff, you're paying a premium for Makita. It's just the way it is. They're expensive. All right, but I've been yapping here for 30 minutes, and yeah, so I figured I would just see what Bobcat sent me here, and let's take a look. That is cool. Thank you, Mr. Ron. I appreciate it. And this is a pretty nice hat here. This is an Vantage Timber. Enter the natural world. Enter the natural world. I got a duck on here. Makita have a new range out here. Have a new range. Me and my wife got the Ego blower. Yeah, and they got one now that just came out that is 142 miles per hour and 575 CFM. It's crazy. And with this 5 amp hour battery, you get a 2.5 that comes with it. And you could run this for, 35, 40 minutes at 400 CFM. But if you get a 5 amp hour battery, you're getting like an hour. But, like I commented on, someone said something tonight, if you plan on, and I'm by no means recommending any of this stuff commercially. DeWalt has a commercial line, but believe me, the technology is here now where you can use this stuff. I mean, you got a 9 amp hour battery. And that's the thing too, if you're going to use it commercially, you can't expect to have one battery. If you're going to use an Ego blower, you better have 2 or 3 batteries to get you through the day, and then you're good. There's no problems. You're not paying for gas. You're not paying for mix. I say it a lot, and a lot of people, they get kind of upset to a degree. That stuff is no good. It's not ready. I'm a gas man. That stuff is cheap shit. And that's your opinion, and don't bother me. But this stuff is the future, man. If you went down to GIE, the big thing down there was, I don't know, I can't remember the company's name, Green Monster or something. They had this lithium-ion zero turn that, I think you got like 2 or 3 hours of runtime and just, crazy amount of had lights, it had an air conditioner, I don't remember, it had all kinds of funky stuff. But, these companies are investing in this stuff, man. I know Cub Cadet has a 40 volt line out now. But, obviously, they're not really branded. I think Milwaukee is branding this as a commercial platform. And I'll tell you, that trimmer, like I said, is freaking the bomb. And the Hedge trimmer is really good, too. Hedge trimmers are just something that work really good with lithium-ion. But yeah, I don't know why we got into, the tool stuff always ends up coming out with me. I'm sorry, guys. But yeah, so they sent me this nice hat, man. I appreciate that. Can't peel. Yeah, I like blowers, man. I don't know what it is. Anytime a blower comes out, I want to buy it. I don't know. I love them. But and then I got a shirt in here. It looks like a Bobcat shirt. And a little bag here. Nice yellow. Yeah. Oh, this is nice. Bam! They'll be seeing me from a mile away. Hear my roar. Yeah, great company, guys. Let me tell you, out of all the companies that I kind of talked to, worked with in the lawn care, Bobcat, and well, Sprayers Plus is the best. I love that guy. My man. My man Dave. But very, very awesome. You know, Hustler, I have their stuff and I really like their stuff, but man, I know a lot of other people have had issues kind of with them too, to a degree. You know, they kind of always do what they supposed to do, but it's always an issue. I don't know. Yeah, Bobcat's really, and Scag too, they've been awesome. You know, they sent me a hat when I got this. They comment on Instagram and stuff, but yeah, so that's pretty much it, guys. I appreciate you watching this for 36 minutes, listening to me yap. Look at this. I got so much. I got the Christmas lights in here, and this is our trophy here, man. We play golf. I play golf a lot. I don't know if anybody's interested. Well, we'll do the whole get to know me thing here. We play for this trophy. Now, I found this in the garbage 3 years ago, and it has nothing to do with golf, but I found it in the garbage. Somebody threw it out right around the corner. So I ripped off the bottom part. I don't know what the hell it's set on. It's something like hunting deer, big buck. I just attached a 2x4 to it, and we have a little tournament in September, and like 10 of us play, and we're in pairs of 2, and we play like a little golf outing, and the winner gets to take this home until the next year. So yeah, this is it. Ain't that cute, little Bambi? But yeah, so that's it, man. I appreciate you watching. Like I said, our first day was yesterday. We got a lot of stuff going on. The weather's supposed to get nice. I'm excited. I didn't get too much new equipment wise. I'm gonna do a whole lawn care setup video eventually here. But you know, a lot of the stuff I got sent to me from these companies. So, and I have so much stuff as it is. So I mean, I still got the 2 handhelds. I got the backpack blowers here. We used these yesterday. 8,500, man. This thing is just, you know, I get a lot of questions on a couple of videos I did with this. It's amazing. You know, some of these videos are like 2 years old, and they still get so much. You know, people are still able to comment and watch them and do stuff. And you know, this Husqvarna, man, starts on the first pull. These are both made by the same company. If you guys don't know, Husqvarna Red Max. And backpack blower wise, I mean, they're just so reliable. I'll tell you what though, that new steel, I did a video on that whole, it's $299. This, I think, was $299. And this is a 50cc. That new steel, it's not new, it's the 350, but they lowered the price from $349 to $299 till June 1st. I really want that really bad, but I really don't need it. I mean, if I was, and I love this thing, you know, there's no reason to sell it, but I just want the steel, man. I want it. You know, I want it. I want to take a ride on this too. But yeah, I got the chainsaw. I got, you know, everything's pretty much the same. Got a couple hover mowers here that I think I'm really going to be able to use, especially on this property that I got today. That, like I said, you're going to see a couple of vids on it. Real nice property. Real gorgeous view. But all right, that's it, guys. I appreciate you watching, and you know, I thank you guys always for, you know, watching and commenting, and you know, the lawn care community is just you know, there's so much support on here. What we got, what is built here with this whole lawn care community. You know, there's never any bad blood. There's no drama. It's just real such a great support. Um, a support platform for people to come and to ask questions and you know, what should I do? What's your opinion on this? What do you think this? Carl B. Gideon had an issue with his mower. It sounded like his carburetor was a little blocked up. So within 5 minutes, he sent me a video. He hit me up on YouTube, and I put some STP in there. And a couple hours later, he's like, "Oh my God, thank you so much. What hedge trimmer should I get?" Dear Dude, 1994. Um, I talked about it. Now, if you guys find, I'm not an Echo guy. I don't like Echo. Thank you, Superior. That's real nice of you to say, man. I'm not an Echo guy at all. But they have a hedge trimmer, Dear Dude. Now, this thing, it's a great hedge trimmer, man. Don't get me wrong, at 56. But this thing was like $500, and for a tool that you don't really use too much, at least I don't. I mean, when you do use it, it's like, oh, I mean, you use it, you completely destroy it when you kind of have to use it. Obviously, not all the time. Sometimes you just got to do your normal maintenance of stuff. But up where I'm at, it's not really like that. You're pretty much cutting your hedge trimming probably twice a year, and a lot of people just want it once. They want it done like in May, just shape it. The one thing, yeah. So this is expensive. Like I said, it's like $500, man. They have the 45 or the 46. That's one model below this one. But that's like $80 cheaper. So you're still looking at like $400. Echo has one. Now my buddy, he has it, and I used his, and sometimes we go over, we play cards, and we drink booze, and we hang out in his basement, and he leaves his equipment out, and I kind of play with it. Then I start it up, but Echo makes one, and I think they actually even sell it at Home Depot, man. I think it's like $279, and it is awesome. It is freaking awesome. It is so light. I love the way it feels in your hand. I'm not an Echo. I don't like really anything by Echo. I'm not an Echo guy. But, no big deal. They make good equipment. I'm just not. I like steel stuff. I'm used to it. But I would have got that hedge trimmer. I would have an Echo product if I knew, and that Echo was that good. And for the price, $279, I would have saved $200 on something that I don't really use too much. Yeah, check it out, Dear Dude. It's on Home Depot, man. It's a great one. And to be honest with you, like I was saying, the one lithium-ion tool that I think is ready to go, and it's been ready to go for the last 2 or 3 years. I know a lot of companies here on YouTube that even use them. Not just B&B and Cut and Clean, but my man down in Georgia, Johnny Blades of Grass, he's been using them for like 2 or 3 years. The lithium-ion, and he used like Black and Decker. I think he had like a Black and Decker he used for like a year or two. The one thing that lithium ion is really good at is, it's a perfect platform for lithium ion is these hedge trimmers. You get well over an hour. I think the Milwaukee is like an hour and 20 minutes with a 9 amp hour battery you're getting out of it. And, you don't even need to use something this big because it's a kind of a big battery. Slap on a 5 amp hour battery and you got like 40 minutes, 30 minutes. And, then it's so light. That's the big thing. And the thing too that I really think is an advantage. Now, I'm just talking hedge trimmers here. I'm not talking any other tool. For me, these hedge trimmers, they sit around for a while. Like I'll use them, then I probably won't use them again for like 2 weeks. Then I might not use it again for like 3 weeks. So sometimes they can get a little bit hard to start. I mean, this thing, great hedge trimmer. But sometimes it's a pain in the neck to start. Only because it's been sitting around for such a while. And you got the mix in there and all that. So, with the hedge trimmer, man, you just bloop, pull the trigger. And you're ready to rock. You're cutting. You're shaving that thing down. You're giving it a little trim. So I should have, and those DeWalt ones, man. The 20-volt DeWalt are great ones. They're like $99 for a great pair of. I mean, I don't know why you need This is 3,800 strokes per minute, and this is a commercial grade, hedge trimmer. It does 3,800 strokes per minute. The DeWalt does 2,800, and the one Johnny Blades of Grass was like 2,400. And this one's 3,100. This is the most powerful lithium ion. Well, this is not this one. This is a blower, but Milwaukee's. Yeah, I'm using lithium ion, and you know what? A lot of people I think are using them, and they're just embarrassed to say to a degree. Hey, yeah, Darren. Yeah, it's just a great tool to have. That's lithium. I mean, I know the most advanced to the lawn care commercial guys who were, using hedge trimmers. I think lithium ion and the hedge trimmers have kind of come the farthest. I think more companies are using them over any lithium ion product. You know, um, but yeah. So, I know some people. Oh, I need a big, powerful. The stuff I'm cutting down. I mean, I've cut a lot of stuff down in 8, 9 years, and I always got to cut, and I got to cut with you know 2,800 strokes per minute. So this is 3,800. I'm not saying they're overkill, but these things get heavy. They get heavy after a while. Especially you got to go up. You know, sometimes you got to go on a ladder and you got to reach. These lithium ions they're so much lighter, and you know, just starting them up, and you got the fuel thing. You just slap a battery in, but yeah. So that's about it, guys. Yep, I had an Ego trimmer. Yeah, they're awesome, man. That Ego, that thing seems a little big though. I don't know, Angel. It seems big. See, I like small, compact, light. I'm old. I don't want heavy stuff, man. I want light. So, but yeah, I mean that thing's a powerhouse too. But that's a 56 volt, that Ego, and I don't think it's 3,100 strokes per minute. I think it's 2,800. So Milwaukee's, and this is an 18 volt. So their hedge trimmer is a really advanced. It's a real commercial type of hedge trimmer, and that's the thing with the blower too. It's just, I mean, when I first touched this, and if you know Milwaukee, if you know power tools, Milwaukee's like big king shit. Milwaukee's a really well respected brand, and their string trimmer is awesome, and their hedge trimmer. This blower just, if you look at this one, it's just the plastic is so much more. It's such a better design. It's such a more commercial hard plastic. This is just, I don't know. I was very surprised that this has the Milwaukee name on it. Because Milwaukee is a great tools, man. They're the best. One of the best, anyway. We can go all back and forth all day. DeWalt, Makita, Bosch, Rigid, Metabo, Hilti. But, I was really looking for, I love blowers, man. I have so much, I just like blowers. There's something about them. But, yeah, so it's still a great blower. Don't get me wrong, guys. It really is a nice blower. And, I'm going to have it out with me this year. We're going to see how it does. I've used it 3 or 4 times now. And it's if you're in the Milwaukee platform and you kind of want to try out the whole lithium ion, this is going to do the job. Again, you're not blowing leaves. You're not doing cleanups with a handheld blower, let alone a lithium ion blower. And I did say this one, I mean, you can move leaves with this one. I mean, obviously, you're not really going to use any type of handheld if you're doing major leaves. You're going to use a backpack blower. But, I mean, this thing is crazy, crazy strong. And that new one that's out, I even talked to Ego. I'm like, what the heck did you send me this old one? I want the new one, man. I want the 575 CFM, 142 miles per hour. But I guess you can only get that online, or I don't know. But I got the backpack blower here, and this thing crushes the DeWalt. Just absolute. It's $799 for the DeWalt lithium-ion backpack blower. Now that's with 2 batteries. I actually did a video on it where they dropped it to like $400, but I think it's back up now to like 500 or 600. But this thing is $299. You got 600 CFM. the Husqvarna here is like 480 CFM. So you're getting 600 CFM. I can't wait to really use it, man. I can't wait. Comfort wise, again, it's like 7 pounds. This thing's like 8. I think with the battery, it's like 15 pounds or something like that. So I don't know. Who knows? We'll see. But that's about it. Hopefully, I'll do another live video in the next couple weeks, and I'll have a couple videos on the Plasti dipped wheels. Just some garbage videos because it's the off season. It's actually an older video. I just never completed it, but yeah. So that's about it, man. All right, guys. I appreciate it. Good luck this season. Thanks for all the guys that were on here and commenting. I appreciate you interacting. And I love you. I really do. I love you.